These are images, and as we continue to get you all the live updates, I'll just highlight for you that about 12 p.m. is when, in fact, the Dwajarohan ceremony is expected to take place. All of these, of course, are looked into keeping in mind what is the auspicious timing, so that will be followed to the T as well. We've been speaking a whole lot about the traditions, the culture, all of that being brought back to life today with the ceremony in Ayodhya. But I want to bring in Advaita Kala also for a very interesting perspective. Advaita, good morning. Thank you for joining us here in India today. You know, I did read earlier what you'd written about Ayodhya and many other such temple cities. How, yes, they're rooted in ancient tradition, but are also embracing technology, which is so wonderful to see.
Absolutely. And I just want to start out by saying that, for those of us who have worshipped Ram Lala in his tent, this is really an expansive and astounding and deeply overwhelming moment to see the full glory of the temple finally complete. So my, congratulations and my good wishes to everyone on this day. And Jai Shri Ram. And it's just beautiful. It's a beautiful occasion. But moving on to, I even looking at these images, you see the Sarasanchalak there, and I just want to acknowledge the role the RSS has played in this movement through the decades. A 100-year-old organization, a 70-year-old dispute in terms of the legal aspects, and hundreds of years in terms of the civilizational aspect of it. And I think the RSS played an amazing role in ensuring that through different governments, through different decades in India's post-independence history, this particular issue was nurtured, kept alive, and posed the necessary civilizational questions that needed to be posed to this country. And, a lot of credit to them for organizing this movement and for really nurturing it through the many decades. Coming back to your original question, which was about, the pilgrimage, the way we experience pilgrimage now, our generation and the generations that follow, is going to change dramatically, especially, with the way the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Yogi Adityanath government, which again seems like divine intervention. The fact that he has been in power through the entire construction of this temple, I couldn't think of a more appropriate guardian of this process of reconstruction. And I think what we've that has been done here is just the use of technologies like artificial intelligence paired with a historic ancient temple craft, which is really the building of this temple keeping in mind ancient ideals. I think the combination of that is there for everyone to see on our screens. And the interesting thing is that we've really, I call it almost the dharma grid, this sort of reimagination of Uttar Pradesh from the spiritual point of view. The fact that this has huge tourism potential for the state because it does host some of the most revered sites in the Hindu faith, be it Ayodhya, Kashi, Mathura, and the redesigning of this circuit in a way that facilitates movement of devotees, not only domestically, but those that come from abroad, and ensuring that there is safety, that there is crowd movement. I mean, Kashi is fascinating. The Prime Minister's vision of the corridor, there's an underground system that pulses underneath Kashi, which ensures that crowd movement is managed to the minute. So these are incredible advancements in terms of how we will experience pilgrimages going into the future.
How fascinating, especially because in this country, you know, we very often talk about unplanned development, of unplanned chaos breaking out. And so it's good to see that in this particular case, at least, we're seeing development happen the way it should, to be prepared for crowds, to welcome people, to welcome tourism. And so hopefully we'll see this becoming the new normal as well. I'd like to bring in Gaurav Sawant, who's joining us live from Ayodhya. Gaurav, we just witnessed that beautiful darshan of the Ram Lalla idol. Next is the ceremony we've all been waiting for, the Dwajarohan ceremony. But I just want to contrast the two images, Gaurav, of a few decades ago, when I'm sure you've been to Ayodhya, of Ram Lalla in a tent versus today in a grand mandir.
And what a contrast, Akshita, what a contrast. Ramlala Tatwe, once upon a time, or before that, really locked up inside what looked like a very small cage, to this Divya Bhavya Navya Ram temple that's come up in Ayodhya. And this is truly, truly inspirational. You know, Ram Lala's idol, the Krishna Shila idol that we saw when the Pran Pratishtha took place, and the Ram Darbar that we see, Lord Ram, Mata Sita sitting on their divine throne with Hanumanji always at Lord Ram's feet. Bharat, Lakshman, Kshatrugna, the brothers who always stood like the pillar of his strength and the strength of our civilization. So this truly is a great contrast of what things were and what things are now. You know, Ayodhya used to be a very small, sleepy town. Now, look at these wide roads. Look at these huge crowds that are coming here. Good old days, Faizabad used to be the junction. Ayodhya was a small railway station. Now, it's the Ayodhya is that massive railway station. This entire place is known as Ayodhya Nagari. And it's not just Ayodhya, this town. It's in the parikrama, if you do the entire Chaurasi Kosi parikrama, everything is being developed around. Major highways are coming up. Hotels are coming up. Will it also then bring more employment and more jobs beyond religious tourism, or even in religious tourism? Will other places also be developed? Because a lot of pilgrims come for Ram Janmabhoomi Darshan and Hanuman Gadi Darshan. Will they then travel to other temples in and around? Is the bigger issue as far as the devotees here are concerned. And the queues are just becoming longer and longer and longer behind me. This is the point where devotees are being stopped for today. Once the Dhwajarohan happens, they're hoping that they will also be able to get that divine darshan that in many instances people waited a long time and generations passed away waiting for this day to happen. Akshita.
Well, I hope you get a chance too, Gaurav, to visit the temple now in all of its glory, to visit the mandir and get a darshan of not just the Ram Lala idol, but of all the other idols now that make up the beautiful Ram Mandir complex now that it's completely done.